Here.
McGarrigan. Here. Solomon.
Here.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For public information, a copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is available for review. Above Tom. Notice of changes in the agenda by the city clerk. Additions may not be made on this agenda less than 24 hours before the beginning of the meeting unless added under item 5 of this agenda.
No changes.
Citizens with business not scheduled on the agenda as required by state law, no matter may be considered under this item unless council determines that the matter requires emergency action. Do you have any emergency action? Closed session. Council reserves the right to enter into closed session if deemed necessary if the item is on the agenda as per section 84-1410 of the Nebraska Revised Statutes. Consent calendar. Items in the consent calendar are proposed for adoption by one action for all items unless any member of the council requests that an item be considered separately. Do you have any questions or comments on the consent calendar?
We'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second, any other comments? Okay, Kim?
Phillips.
Yes.
Solomon.
Yes.
McGarrigan. Yes. Stricker.
Yes.
Vidlac.
Yes. Public hearings. Council to conduct a public hearing set for this date at 6 p.m. to consider a revision to the 2025 one-year street plan. I gotta find my thing to read here. Kent says I should read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Not at.
Do you swear and affirm that the statements you make tonight to the city council are true and accurate? Say
I do. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, council, mayor, Doug Gompert, Public Works Director. This is for a revision to the 1 and 6th Street year plan in order to be able to do a mill and overlay on East and West 42nd Street. Be a 2-inch overlay, about 0.9 miles long overall. Any questions?
Total 0.9?
Yeah, it's a little less than half a mile on each side.
So how old is the current street surface?
I'm not sure. It was paved before the city took over, as far as I know, so.
Yeah, I think it's original to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was there when they took it over, when the city took
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
You know, 42nd Street, do you remember, Lance? Sir? I was looking for a little help as we annexed 42nd Street out there west of Avenue I. I know Mayor Beckner was the mayor at the time, so it's
Been a while then.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
So we're not resurfacing right in front of the hospital. It's going to be from
No,
the
from,
far east end, the far west end.
correct, yes, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 42nd Street will be done from city limit to city limit.
Yep, all through,
Okay.
yep.
And that'll, a 2-inch mill and overlay should last about 20 years.
Yes, because we're gonna do fabric also, so that'll give it extra strength, so,
Yeah,
Are we adding shoulders or?
no.
No shoulders.
no, this is maintenance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So but the point of that is for those that might think, well, it looks perfectly fine. Is there a sweet spot to replace it before you have to rebuild the whole thing?
Yes, there is starting to get some pretty good transverse cracks. You can feel the bumps, you can actually see the grass starting to grow up in them, so.
Okay.
With the fabric, that'll kind of help that, and then on the other side, it's potholing on the edge pretty bad, so.
Okay.
Any idea how long it'll take to complete?
It should be a fairly short project, I would think a couple weeks probably, so.
Okay.
And I was glad to hear that the potential project that we just approved, the bid specs through consent, will not, we won't be building that, then going back and tearing it up. Or the repaving the sewer line. for
Oh,
the cemetery,
yes,
so.
yep, but
That's-
they're gonna try and get that where it'll go first, so that we don't have a concrete patch.
Okay.
The cemetery sewer line. Is that
Yes,
the-
that's what I'm
Yep,
referring
yep,
to,
yep.
yes.
Yep, we're gonna try and organize that so they don't come and tear the street up right after we pave it, so.
Okay.
So that sewer line runs right underneath the road?
It will, yes.
It does go underneath?
Yep, underneath 42nd Street. Yeah, it ties in on the north side of 42nd. It'll come around and then,
Oh, so it loops back,
yep.
okay.
Okay.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that the timing was.
No, that was my concern too, that we didn't tear up two things at once, so.
Any other questions or comments for the public hearing?
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Do we have any exhibits for this? No?
There'll be a resolution on the
Okay.
next state
Okay.
bargaining.
So I'll close the public hearing. Council to conduct a public hearing set for this date at 6 p.m. to consider the rezone of 2 tracts of land commonly identified as land southwest of 21st Avenue and East 27th Street from AR Agricultural Residential to OP Office and Professional.
So at the planning commission meeting in April, this was May, the planning commission made a positive recommendation on the rezone of this request for Deidre Runer's unplatted land. One piece is in the city, one piece is outside the city. They'll both go from ag residential to O&P. This is part of the upcoming plat and annexation, which will allow for her to build a larger rec center on the existing lot 3. But yeah, this was a positive recommendation on approval.
Zach, on the map you provided with the area that we're looking at, that one section will remain a private residence? There's a little
Correct,
corner.
yeah, that's still owned by Quince.
Okay.
Can we see the map?
Yeah,
Just want to make sure I'm understanding.
yep.
It should be in there.
Yeah, it should be the next page, I imagine.
There it is.
So everything highlighted red except for that little sliver along the
Yeah.
canal, that's not actually part of the property. The county just has that drawn incorrectly. So,
Yeah, but that above the blue line is not part of this yet, or is it?
that is, so that's already in, the blue line is corporate limits. So part of
Okay.
the field's in the city, part of it's out. It's all gonna go O&P, so they don't have to come back and do another rezone.
But the next action will be to the annexation for
Of
that
the T
piece
shape.
above the blue, okay,
Or below the blue line, yeah, the T shape, that'll be the next one,
okay. So the above is already in?
yes.
Okay, I'm just wanting to keep it straight with.
Yep.
And Zach, remind me, 18th Avenue, it will connect all the way down to Highway 26?
Just frontage, it won't get to the
Frontage
highway.
road,
Yeah.
okay.
Matt, if you go to Staples, there's a hydrant there and there's.
Oh, yeah.
gas on there, so that's where.
That's where it'll tie in.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Zach.
Other questions or comments?
I believe there are exhibits
There
on this
are
one. 'Cause
exhibits.
Zach gave us some exhibits, so.
Exhibit number 1 is the Planning Commission Agenda Packet section that contains the rezone application and the staff report by the Development Services Director, which is Zach. And exhibit number 2, which is the rezone ordinance, which is coming up later on in the agenda.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Okay, close the public hearing. Resolution and ordinances. Council to consider action on the resolution to amend the 2025 one-year street improvement plan and authorize the mayor to sign the resolution.
Logan, so this is the resolution for the revision that I just talked about. There it is. And this will amend the 1 and 6 plan so that we can do the project in this year.
When this document gets sent to state, it's approved.
Yes, and we keep it on file.
So we have funds available, we're just getting ahead of the game. Yeah.
Other questions, comments? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any other comments or questions? Thank you.
Solomon?
Yes.
McCarrigan? Yes. Stricker?
Yes.
Vidlac?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Okay, council to consider action on the first reading of the ordinance to rezone 2 tracts of land located in the northeast quarter of section 24, township 22 north, range 55 west of the 6 PM, Scottsbluff County, commonly identified as land southwest of 21st Avenue and East 27th Street, also identified as parcels. That's a lot. We have that in the
Just wait,
agenda.
Mayor.
From AR agriculture residential to OP office and professional.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay, you can fall asleep if you want. An ordinance of the City of Scottsbluff, Nebraska dealing with zoning, amending section 25-1-4 by updating the official zoning district map to show that a portion of land located in the northeast quarter of section 24, township 22 north, range 55 west of the 6th principal meridian, Scottsbluff County, Nebraska, being described as follows. Referring to the northwest corner of the northeast quarter of the northeast quarter of said section 24. Thence south 0 degrees 13 feet 19 inches east, basis of bearing being the Scottsbluff County low distortion projection, a distance of 50 feet to the northwest corner of Lot 1, Block 1, Triple Peaks subdivision, also being the south right of the way line of 27th Street. Then north 89 degrees 6 feet 24 inches east on said south right-of-way line, a distance of 305.93 feet to the east right-of-way line of 18th Avenue, then south 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches east on said east right-of-way line, a distance of 300 feet to the point of beginning. Thence north 89 degrees 6 feet 24 inches east, parallel with and 350 feet distant from the north line of said northeast quarter, a distance of 1,033.63 feet to the east line of said northeast quarter. Thence south 0 degrees 10 feet 17 inches east on said east line, a distance of 289 feet to the northeast corner of a parcel of land described and recorded in deed book 221, page 298. Then south 89 degrees 5 feet 43 inches west on the north line of said parcel, a distance of 309.75 feet to the northwest corner of said parcel. Then south 0 degrees 10 feet 48 inches east on the southwest line of said parcel, a distance of 605.05 feet to the southwest of said parcel. Then north 84 degrees 25 feet 50 inches west on the center line of Winter Creek Canal, a distance of 236.53 feet to the southeast corner of Lot 3, Block 1 of said Triple Peaks subdivision. Thence north 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches west on the east line of said Lot 3, a distance of 533.01 feet to the northeast corner of said Lot 3. Thence south 89 degrees 45 feet 21 inches west on the north side of said Lot 3, a distance of 487.50 feet to the northwest corner of said Lot 3, thence north 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches west on said east right-of-way line on 18th Avenue, a distance of 328.95 feet to the point of beginning, and a tract of land situated in part of the northeast quarter of section 24, township 22 north, range 55 west of the 6th principal meridian, Scottsbluff County, Nebraska, more particularly described as follows. Beginning at the northeast corner of section 24 on the north line of the northeast quarter of section 24, thence westerly on an assumed bearing of north 88 degrees 31 feet 12 inches west, a distance of 1,034.50 feet, thence bearing south 1 degree 28 feet 48 inches west, a distance of 50 feet to the point of intersection with the south 50-foot right-of-way line of East 27th Street. Thence bearing south 2 degrees 7 feet 44 inches west on the east line of 18th Avenue right-of-way, a distance of 300.02 feet. Thence bearing south 88 degrees 31 feet 12 inches east on a line being 350 feet south of and parallel with the north line of the northeast quarter of section 24, a distance of 1,037.90 feet more or less to the east line of the northeast quarter. Thence bearing north 1 degree 28 feet 48 inches east on said east line of the northeast quarter, a distance of 350 feet to the point of beginning, except the north 50 feet for East 27th Street right-of-way. Said described tract containing an area of 8.32 acres more or less, both of which were previously zoned as agricultural residential, AR, to O-P Office and Professional, O-P, repealing prior section 25-1-4, providing for an effective date and providing for publication in pamphlet form.
Wow. That was,
You don't have to do that.
It's only the first reading.
That was Okay,
Zach wrote that eloquently.
now can you remind us what, what it is we're doing?
There's a map,
That's just to read it.
Okay. And we have to read this one out 3 times or no?
Just the
as I
annexation.
told our, yes. There's an annexation ordinance that covers only part, the first legal that Kim read, that she'll, I'm sure, read again. But since the annexation ordinance can't be waived,
Okay.
there's really no reason
Okay, that's
to
what I thought.
waive, other than the caption is the longest caption I've ever typed in an ordinance.
But I do, Kent did give me an out. There is a shortened version that I can do for the next 2 meetings, if you
Okay.
so
Because
desire
that
to
is a
let
little
it
ridiculous.
be read.
That's,
It's
that
a
would be
long meets
fine.
and bounds description, that's for sure.
Okay,
So,
so we don't need to take any action on this one.
No,
Okay.
first read it.
Okay, council to consider action on the first reading of the ordinance to annex a portion of land located in the northeast quarter of section 24 township 22 north, range 55 west of the 6th PM, commonly identified as a tract of land southwest of 21st Avenue and East 27th Street, also identified as parcel listed there.
All right. Also, at the May Planning Commission meeting, Planning Commission reviewed and made a positive recommendation on approval of the annexation request by Deidre Bruner for this parcel, the T-shaped property you saw on the rezone map. So, any questions on that? Okay.
Same thing,
Yes, we'll
Are
have
you
to read
ready?
the ordinance for
Okay.
the first reading tonight.
okay. All right, comfortable.
An ordinance of the city of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, annexing real estate platted as a portion of land located in the northeast quarter of section 24, township 22 north, range 55 west of the 6th principal meridian, Scottsbluff County, Nebraska, being described as follows. Referring to the northwest corner of the northeast quarter of said section 24, then south 0 degrees 13 feet 19 inches east, basis of bearing being the South Scottsbluff County Low Distortion Projection, a distance of 50 feet to the northwest corner of Lot 1, Block 1, Triple Peak Subdivision, also being the south right-of-way line of 27th Street, thence north 89 degrees 6 feet 24 inches east on said south right-of-way line, a distance of 305.93 feet to the east right-of-way line of 18th Avenue. Then south 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches east on said east right-of-way line, a distance of 300 feet to the point of beginning. Thence north 89 degrees 6 feet 24 inches east, parallel with and 350 feet distant from the north line of said northeast quarter, a distance of 1,033.63 feet to the east line of said northeast quarter. Then south 0 degrees 10 feet 17 inches east on said east line, a distance of 289 feet to the northeast corner of a parcel of land described and recorded in deed book 221, page 298, thence south 89 degrees 5 feet 43 inches west on the north line of said parcel, a distance of 309.75 feet to the northwest corner of said parcel, then south 0 degrees 10 feet 48 inches east on the west line of said parcel, a distance of 605.05 feet to the southwest of said parcel, thence north 84 degrees 25 feet 50 inches west on the center line of Winter Creek Canal, a distance of 236.53 feet to the southeast corner of Lot 3, Block 1 of said Triple Peak Subdivision, thence north 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches west on the east line of said Lot 3, a distance of 533.01 feet to the northeast corner of said lot, 3, thence south 89 degrees 45 feet 21 inches west on the north line of said lot 3, a distance of 487.50 feet to the northwest corner of said lot 3, thence north 0 degrees 14 feet 39 inches west on said east right-of-way line of 18th Avenue, a distance of 328.95 feet to the point of beginning, amending section 25-1-3.1 of the municipal code and providing for publication in pamphlet form.
Thank you, Kim. Yes. Okay. Anything to add on that? Okay. Okay.
Nothing to add.
Council to consider action on the first reading of the ordinance to consider a plat vacation of lots 2 and 3 northeast, second edition, replat number 2, in block 178, page 536, and lots 3 and 4, replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3, northeast, second edition, replat number 2, in book 187-509, and lots 3 and 4, block 3, second replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3, northeast, second edition, replat number 2. And lot 3, block 3, third replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3, northeast, second edition, replat number 2, in, what, instrument number?
Yes.
Okay. Is that your, yeah, go for it.
All right.
Zach.
At the April Planning Commission meeting, the Planning Commission reviewed this plat vacation request by Rockstep as they're wanting to replat the mall. As you can see, it's been replatted a number of times, which called into effect 21-168, which only permits a property to be replatted twice. Usually we try to go back to unplatted land, but due to street vacations and significant changes over the years, we could only go as far back as this. Planning Commission made a positive recommendation on it. And with this plat vacation, there will be an easement that's vacated and relocated, which you'll see in the next item on the final plat.
So Zach, this is basically to update the map we have for the changes, for all the remodeling they're doing, is what we're doing.
Essentially, it appears that currently the property is divided into the former Walmart and then the rest of the mall.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of the mall we split, I believe, probably where the Five Below
Okay.
wall is, where the old Herberger's is gonna get split off from the mall, and then the old Walmart will remain
Okay.
its own lot. So it'll be 3 blocks instead of lots.
Okay.
And then requesting the the waiver of the 3 readings on this vacation ordinance. That way the resolution for the subdivision can be approved and recorded sooner than later.
Other questions for Zach?
No, I was just, no, I don't have any questions.
Do you want to read it then, Kim, and then we'll go from there? Okay.
An ordinance of the City of Scottsbluff, Nebraska, vacating lots 2 and 3 northeast, second edition, replat number 2 in book 178, page 536, lots 3 and 4, replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3 northeast, second edition, replat number 2 in book 187, page 509, lots 3 and 4, block 3, second replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3, northeast, second edition, replat number 2 in instrument number 2000-04803, and lot 3, block 3, third replat of lots 3 and 4, block 3, northeast, second edition, replat number 2 in instrument number 2001-01820, located in Scottsbluff County, Nebraska, providing for an effective date and providing for publication in pamphlet form.
Okay.
In this one, they have requested a waiver of the 3 readings, and then an approval of this ordinance to vacate, because the next item is their new plat that they finally got us.
By resolution.
Yeah, that's by our resolution, we don't have to read that.
Okay. So all of the drawings and the findings of fact are make it abundantly clear that this is kind of a no-brainer, at least in my mind. And so is this the time to make a motion to waive the 3 readings?
Yes.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Stricker?
Yes.
Vidlac?
Yes.
Solomon?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
McCarrigan? Yes.
Okay, so then I need action to approve the ordinance.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Okay.
McCarrigan? Yes. Phillips?
Yes.
Vidlac?
Yes.
Solomon?
Yes.
Stricker?
Yes.
Okay, so now council to consider action on the preliminary and final plats of blocks 1, 2, and 3 Rock Step subdivision and authorize the mayor to sign the resolution.
All right, so this is the preliminary plat and final plat for the new Rock Step subdivision. Staff requested they call the 3 pieces of land blocks instead of lots to make it easier for replats in the future. And then there is currently a stormwater and a sewer easement that basically run parallel to 24th Street and cross the mall building. Those are being vacated on Rock Step's property, and they'll be replaced with a new 40-foot utility easement on the northwest property line in case the city or another utility ever needs to get something from Circle to frontage.
Okay.
Planning Commission made a positive recommendation on approval of this at the April meeting.
Questions? for Zach?
I just want to be clear that the new easement shown here is between the old Kmart building and the Dollar Tree?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And it connects frontage to Circle,
Um,
somehow,
Yeah, somehow.
okay.
As far as it can in Rock Step's property.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just in your property.
Yep.
Other questions, comments? We have a motion to approve.
So move.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any other comments or questions?
Vidlac?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Stricker?
Yes.
McCarrigan? Yes. Solomon?
Yes.
Okay, council to consider action on the second reading of the ordinance dealing with occupation taxes to include liquor license classes IBLM, YKZ, and ZK.
An ordinance amending the Scottsbluff Municipal Code at 6-6-18 dealing with occupation taxes and including Class IB, Class L, Class M, Class Y, Class YK, Class Z, and Class ZK liquor licenses, providing for an effective date and providing for publication in pamphlet form.
Anything you want to add about that? Everybody remembers what that's, okay. Okay. All right, council reports, information only. This item is intended for council members to update and inform other council members of meetings attended since the last city council meeting.
I am much new. If you want to show the old pictures, she finally got them to load. I can show you the pictures. Yeah. You want to do the pictures now, Kim?
Yep, we got it now.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so that's the 75th celebration, and the crowd was pretty big, and then they were doing animal feedings. They had like a DJ in the morning, and then a live bands in the afternoon and evening, and of course Raj was showing off. But they had, everything was on, the water's all for the animals, the splash pad's going. Little Miss finally got out on the 24th, and so she was out into the main cage area. And so Little Miss has been renamed. I like Little Miss, but her new name now is Jade. So she was voted in, her new name is Jade.
It's what?
And
Jade?
you have the video too, so
Oh, I don't remember the video.
you don't remember the video? How could you not remember the video?
Oh, yeah, that's for Jeannie.
I don't care for that at all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
No.
little ones are brave.
Even itty bitty ones.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any updates? No? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Phillips?
Yes.
Solomon?
Yes.
McCarrigan? Yes. Stricker?
Yes.
Vidlac?
Yes.